Okay, let me do a screen sharing on this worksheet. So you can see here, today we are going through the doctrine of energy conversion. So in these questions, which is the correct answer? You can participate by keying in the chat there. So if you think the answer is 4, you can put 1.4 in the chat example. Yeah, correct. So to make things easier, so if you think the answer is 4, right, you just key in 1.4. Okay. So indeed the answer is 4. Yeah. Why is the answer 4? Because they say that the ball moves up the plank and stop at P before it rolled down. So because at this position, it has gravitational potential energy. So the ball rolled down as it had gained potential energy on the way up. So answer is 4. Okay, this is a very important law. It's called the law of conservation of energy, which is not new to every one of you. I believe some of your school may have covered this by explaining this concept. Okay, so let me enlarge it. So you can copy here by filling in the blank. So this law is called the law of energy conservation or law of conservation of energy. It states that energy cannot be created or destroyed, but can be converted from one form to another. So you fill in the blank, cannot be created or destroyed, but can be converted. Or can be changed, okay? Can be converted from one form to another. Okay. So that's the answer for that. Let's continue. Okay, this one is a magnet, right? You can see because when they put object Q here, the distance has shortened. So immediately you should know that this is a magnet. Okay, if that is a magnet, then the answer for this you can key in the chat. Let me see, have you all participated? Question 2. So what do you think is this question answer? So Q2 is what? You can key in. Okay, correct. Zixiong, correct. How about the rest? Only one person key in the answer. Yes, you mean correct. Okay, the rest. Okay. Okay, the answer is 2. Okay, Nathan, I hope we can follow. Okay. Okay, next. Peter released a ball at the top of a slope. Okay, move down here. Which of the following statements are correct about a ball? So again, you can let me know your answer by keying in for this question. Okay, I give you about 30 seconds. Okay, you key in the answer and let me see what's the answer. Isabel, correct? Anna, correct? Yes. Zhixiong, correct? Okay. So this answer is 3. Okay, 3 means C and D. Okay, C and D is correct. Okay, why C and D? The ball would have rolled beyond point R if a layer of grease. Okay, grease means lubricant. So if you apply lubricant, it will reduce the frictional force. Okay, because without the lubricant, it stops at R, right? Yeah, can you see stop at R? So with lubricant, it will go further. And D also, at the top of the slope, the ball have maximum GPE. Okay, GPE is determined by its mass and height above the ground. So answer is 3. Okay, let's continue. Okay, this question actually quite interesting. You can make this device at home and try. Punch a few holes there, and then this suspend both ends with a string, and you pour water inside. Okay, you must suspend at the directly opposite so that you can balance. So as the water leaks out, they say that the container will start to spin. So which is the correct answer? So let me know your answer. Okay, Zhixiong correct. Okay, your key in. Yes. The rest also correct. Those who key in. Jia Xuan. Jin Nok, yeah. Anna correct, okay. Nathan, what the answer? You haven't keyed in yet. Okay, Q4. Okay, the answer is 1. Kinetic energy of water was converted to kinetic energy of the container. Good. Okay, this diagram shows this person, Sam's hand, he released the ball. He threw the ball and hit the glass. So energy conversion. So key in the answer for me, this one, Q5. Okay, Zhixiong correct, first person answered. Yeah. How about the rest? Nathan correct, Isabel correct. Jin not correct. Anna correct. Okay, so indeed this answer is 3. Yeah. Okay. Kinetic energy of ball is converted to kinetic energy of glass bottle plus sound energy plus heat energy. Heat energy because when it hit here, there is a contact surfaces, so frictional force, so you produce heat. Okay, let's carry on this part. Okay, this is a bonus open-ended question. So I ask you to give an example where chemical potential energy is converted to electrical energy and then converted to other forms of energy. Okay, this is the best example to talk about handphone. So you can say that the battery in a handphone stores chemical potential energy. When a handphone is switched on, the chemical potential energy is converted to electrical energy, which is then converted to light, sound, and heat energy. Okay, so you do it yourself. I just give you some hint. So we say this part. The battery in a mobile phone stores. Okay, I use short form here, but in the exam, you got to spell out. Okay, the battery in a mobile phone stores chemical potential energy when it is turned on. The chemical potential energy is converted to electrical energy, which is then converted to light, because the phone has light, right? Sound, when the phone turn on, it have sound, right? And heat energy. Heat energy because the circuit heats up, especially if you turn on for prolonged period of time. So that's the best example, 2 marks. Okay, next. Continue answering this. So I wait for your answer. Ziqiang already answered already. Okay, the rest. Okay, Jing Xuan, correct. Somebody has accidentally exited the class, maybe due to. Okay, you want a screenshot? Okay, this one. Okay, those who need a screenshot, you can screenshot. Okay, next. Okay, correct. Si Yuan, correct. Okay, wait for the rest. So this question. Okay, yeah, screenshot already. Yeah, very good. Okay, Si Yuan. Okay, this one could be Q and R represent. Okay, Q and R. So this question is not too difficult. If you have answered correctly, The answer should be 1. Okay, 1. Yes. Okay, next question. Give you some time to read through this question. And then you answer by keying in question 2. Okay, question 2. Okay, correct. Correct. Question 2. Hey, Isabel, you accidentally exited the class. Is it due to the poor Wi-Fi or something? Okay, so now you can follow. Just now, in case you didn't screenshot the answer, I show you one more time here, the previous answer. Okay, this. I will try to send the screenshot to all of you later before I end the session. So for this question too, have you done the answer? Finished? Set up Q. Okay. So the answer should be 4. Gravitational force is acting on a metal block. And then in setup R, because this object repels this, can you see? The magnetic force is acting on the metal block. The metal blocks hang, is placed under this. Okay. Object. Okay, so answer has finished. Okay, this one they put a metal block because a magnet is made of metal. Okay, you see it's being repelled, right? Yeah. Because they say identical metal blocks were hung on the spring. Okay, so this one without object R, it stretches further. So when you put an object here, this is being repelled. So we can deduce that that is a magnet. Okay, next one, hydroelectric power station converts the energy in the reservoir into kinetic energy because here is stored GPE, right? So this answer quite straightforward. What's the answer, everyone? Q3. Question 3, what do you think is the answer? Okay, correct. Anna, correct. What the rest? Answer correct, yes. Natalie, correct. Natalie, correct. Okay, so answer is 1. Answer is 1. Okay, next question. This is a Ferris wheel. You have go to see the Ferris wheel before, right? Or the Singapore Flyer. So at position P, we have maximum GPE. So you look at the graphs here. The vertical axis is GPE. So at P, you must register the greatest GPE. So which is the correct answer? Very obvious, right? Because there's only one P here, we have the greatest GPE, right? So very likely this is the answer. So indeed, this is the answer, okay? So I'm teaching you how to get your question, get your answer fast. Because at this maximum point, we have maximum GPE. So you see all the graphs are GPE, right? So of course you must find P that is maximum. Then you verify it at R should be the lowest GPE. So this point also correct. And then at S, when you rotate back, right, it's in between. So this is also correct. So answer is 4. Okay, so for this answer is very fast. Next one. Study the diagram below. Which two setups you use to find? Okay, this is the thing you need to highlight. What to find? To find out how the distance of the object being pushed against a rubber band affect the distance traveled by the object across the board. Like this one is like firing a catapult. Okay, so we know that if you stretch more, right? Yeah, you will have more elastic potential energy. You will change into more kinetic energy. So you can only change one variable. So which is the best setup? So you key in your answer. And you must use the same object. Okay, answer is correct. Answer correct. Nico correct. Okay. All of you correct. Nico, okay. Everyone correct so far. So answer is 1. Okay, because you see here, right, instead of P and R, right, this is, they vary the distance. The object is the same shape. Okay, so I've done this already. I would pause this for a while before I go on to the next part.